Hello, Stacy the Decorating Trash Lassie here. What is the most important thing to hit weddings since champagne? It's actually succulents. These exotic, gorgeous, and sustainable plants are the must-have for any upcoming wedding. I'm here today with Helen Clark of Succulents by Helen. You know, succulents are so big in weddings anymore, and Helen is the expert on wedding succulents and all succulents actually. Helen, why do you think succulents are so big in weddings now?
I think brides are conscious of the environment, and when you have a wedding, the flowers that are just grown for that, you're killing the flowers and they're going to be good for that one day, and that's it. This is going to last for a very long time, and if you outgrow or the plant outgrows the pot, you plant it in your yard.
I have heard that it's actually possible for a bride to have a bridal bouquet with succulents in them and then replant that bouquet at home. Is that true? Can that happen?
Absolutely, absolutely. I would first maybe put them in a pot,
right,
arrange them, and then that's your bouquet. You get to look at it for a while. And then when it gets overgrown, make a little area in your garden. If you have a patio, if you have a big yard, you can plant those and they'll just grow and make babies. Even if there's roots, the roots have been cut off just to the, the very end of the plant itself, you put it in the ground and it'll grow roots.
I was watching Helen earlier today. I cannot believe how easy it is to work with succulents. I mean, they're basically indestructible. It's amazing to me. And I just love the fact that these flowers for a wedding will be used for years. I mean, back in my day, the thing was to dry the bridal bouquet, and then you take it out of the box and it just flies away. Yeah, it just flies away. Yeah. This is amazing for someone's first home. At so many weddings, people will take the centerpieces, but they're dead in 2 days. And they just smell, and they're just, this is something that, like you say, you can replant and it will keep growing. And that's what is amazing to me, is that compared to a regular centerpiece, some say it's a little more expensive, very little more expensive, but you're doing double duty, because not only do you use it as a centerpiece, it's landscaping your yard.
You can put it, and they'll grow. Once you put them in the yard, they'll just expand and you'll get babies growing, and it just gets...
Is it difficult to replant these? Does it take much
Not at
effort?
all. You just pull it out. There'll probably be roots there, even if there aren't.
That's fantastic.
It will grow roots eventually, and you just put it in the ground. You can put it in another, if it gets too big, you can split it up and make two pots out of the one.
Now, not only centerpieces and bouquets, but I also love these little giveaways that you do frequently for weddings. I think this is a great idea. You know, wedding favors run the gamut from a bottle of champagne, which is going to be used, to flip-flops. But giving an actual succulent that someone can go home and plant, they'll remember your wedding for years.
Exactly. This, for example, is was a clear glass ball jar, and I painted it with chalk paint, just something you get at a craft store. Right. Put a little jute on it, and then the plant, and
it's perfect, not just for a wedding, but for a bridal shower, for a party. It's a great idea. Now, you don't only just need terracotta pots. There's so many different things you can use, and you can put succulents in anything. You can do the nice long ones for the long tables, these beautiful shiny ones for not just weddings, but for big events or anniversary parties. I know you have used these for some of my events, for award shows and television productions, and it's just gorgeous. And you are reusing and repurposing, and that is so important, especially here in California, where water is such an issue, sustainable plants are such an issue, and brides are doing their part to not just have a beautiful wedding, but to help the environment. And I got to tell you, this is very trendy right now. It's like every wedding has to have succulents in some form, whether it be at the altar or whether it be centerpieces. And again, I mean, even for altar flowers, we've got so many of these different pots over here. I mean, it's just the creativity and the things you can do are just incredible. It's just endless.
And with this one or the white one, you take something like this elephant plant and you drape it over. Or I've got the banana, the string of bananas, string of pearls, and put that in just so you have a little dimension of it flowing over. And then, then put anything else in that the bride might have a choice that she really,
something she specifically
likes. She likes a certain kind.
And it's not just what she wants for the wedding, it's what she's going to plant in her yard, which is wonderful.
If it's her bouquet, absolutely. Yes. It might be a nice giveaway to another family member or somebody special.
Now you don't have to use just succulents. You can actually use regular fresh flowers intermixed with them.
Poke a few in and give a different color. If the bride, maybe the bride's not having a succulent bouquet, but she's having a traditional flower bouquet, maybe she wants to incorporate those flowers into the bouquet.
So many choices. I mean, I just think it's crazy that you can have a corsage at a wedding and take it home and plant it in your yard. I mean, that never happens. I think that's one of the main reasons it's so big now. Well, thank you, Helen, for all of your expertise. And I have to tell you, if you're getting married, call Succulents by Helen, because this will make your wedding the wedding of the season, because everyone in Hollywood is doing it now. Thank you so much for your time and expertise and your creativity. It's just amazing to me.